always feeling like you can achieve more, always impatient, and always comparing your current self to the ideal self. You are not alone. In fact, this is how I feel most of the time. Since I began this personal development journey in my early 20s, there were times when I actually felt worse about myself while trying to be better. In this video, I try to reflect and explain why that happens, and more importantly, how I fixed it. So stick around for some insights and actionable tips that you can apply in your own life. Let's start with the comparison trap. When you're on this personal development journey, it's easy to compare yourself with others who seem more successful, more disciplined, more anything. And social media made it worse. The highlight reels that we see often lead to a sense of inadequacy, jealousy, or resentment. Every time you try to be someone else, the best you can hope for is to be the second best. You can only be you. Focus on your own journey and your own progress. If I constantly compare my basic kinesthetic skills to someone who has been doing it for more than 5 years, how is that fair or reasonable? Likewise, what's the point of comparing my body to someone else's? Everyone starts differently and faces different challenges. Another comparison trap that I fall into time and time again is to compare my current self to the ideal version. And this graphic says it all. I'm always looking up at how far I'm yet to be. Not to mention the goalpost is actually always moving. It's not like the goal is unrealistic. I know that I will get there eventually. But the timeline is unrealistic. When I want something, I want it yesterday. Basically, being really impatient. And in my fitness journey in particular, this often leads to overtraining or doing something in improper form, which is not great and is very counterproductive. I should have aimed for progress, not perfection. Small wins, baby steps, whatever you want to call it. Another thing that I often did that impacted my self-esteem is trying to change too many things at once. As I said, being impatient. This often leads to feeling overwhelmed and is counterproductive. You can have anything, but not everything. So I started looking at my life in seasons. In each season, for me that typically would be 1 quarter, I prioritize 1 to 2 areas to focus on, and I have to be okay with dropping one of the other areas temporarily. This made my goals more attainable and manageable. In my current season, I'm focusing on building new skills and obtaining relevant experience. This means my fitness and relationship goals are on maintenance mode. I'm only doing the minimum to keep them afloat while I focus my attention and time and energy into my career. Next, let's talk about some emotional aspects of self-esteem. Self-compassion is crucial. Sometimes you need to push hard to finish that project that you have been procrastinating for ages. And there will be times that you need to be kind to yourself and skip a workout and rest. Both are self-compassion. Be aware of how you talk to yourself. If you won't even talk to your friend like that, why would you do that to yourself? One more note on getting your mindset right. I think we should all set realistic expectations. Reasonable outcome in the reasonable time frame. Change takes time and effort. Track your progress. Be patient but consistent in anything that you set your mind on. Especially in the self-development journey, long-lasting change is a marathon, not a sprint. This applies to meditation, getting fit, learning a new language, starting a business, whatever. Progress is not linear. You should expect the highs and lows, and it's a package that comes with growth. Understand that and you'll be more okay with whatever you're dealing with. Lastly, a little bit more on self-compassion. I cannot stress how important it is to celebrate your progress and your achievements. I personally am not the type to accept praises, but I do have friends who rely on external validation for self-approval. This basically is placing your happiness on something outside your control. Not wise. You have to be the one who acknowledges all your effort and achievements, regardless of external recognition or result. I've been learning different languages for years, and I generally disregard anyone who tells me that I'm good at speaking certain languages. I know the amount of effort and consistency that I've been putting in, and I acknowledge that. If you found this tip helpful, I think you will like this custom playlist I created for you on personal development. It's packed with actionable tips for you to apply in your own journey. Thank you for watching, and remember to be kind to yourself along the way. See you in the next video.